What's good? I don't know why my live ended. They be on some funny bunny. I don't know why they did that, but I'm about to read to y'all. I got enough of that. The talking. So the chapter I'm talking about is thinking. Think towards right people. Think right. Wait. Think right towards people. So you probably wondering like, why is this chapter called "Think Right Towards People"? Right. So we're gonna speak about that. I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna go over the whole chapter again because this is a good chapter. You feel me? I'm gonna go over the whole chapter again for y'all. So the chapter again, remember, is think right towards people. Y'all probably like, what do you mean by thinking right towards people? We don't think right towards people. We think we do. We don't think right towards people, and I'm gonna show y'all why. Because when he explained on how we don't, I was like, okay, I did that. I did that. Like we all been there, but it's no shame because we learning. This is our first time here, but that's good. That's our first time here because remember what I told y'all last live. This my first time on a bike. I'm not gonna beat myself down because it's my first time learning. This is my first time on this planet. I'm not gonna beat myself down because I'm learning. I'm gonna encourage myself just like how I would if I was riding a bike as a kid and my mom or dad was encouraging me. I'm gonna encourage myself to keep going, keep trying. Fall, get up, fall, get up, fall, get up, get up, get up, get up, fall, get up, fall. You feel me? I'm gonna keep getting up. So be receptive when you hear me talk. Be open minded when you hear me speak on these lives, cause you might be able to learn something. Not even might, you will learn something. Some little advice, and it's gonna stick with you. Because when I hear advice, it stick with me. Great advice. Don't take advice from. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say it like this, but I'm gonna explain it. Don't take advice from unsuccessful people, but learn from them. Because when you learn from them, you know what not to do. Remember that. If you think your friend is going down the wrong way and he try to give you advice on something, don't listen to it. No, I wouldn't say don't listen to it. Listen to it, but take it constructively, right? Take it and then learn from it. He might be one of those. He might be one of those guys in your circle that speak but don't act on it. Cause we all been there. I've been there. I used to speak, give advice, but I never took my own. But it's something I wanted to do. That's why I kept speaking it. Because it's something I wanted to do. But there got to a point where it was like, damn, bro. Like I need to stop saying this shit and just do it. And it came to a point. Now look at me doing it. Cause I don't like just speaking about it. I like doing it now. We all say we have faith, but faith without action, faith without works is dead. It's dead faith. You feel me? We all say we got faith. I got faith in this. I got faith in this. I got faith in this. But are you doing something with the faith? Faith alone is dead. You can't do nothing with that. I got faith this gonna work out. Are you working out? I got faith I can do this. Are you doing it? I got faith that this will happen. Are you making it happen? You feel me? So faith without works, faith without action is dead. It's a dead plant. You can't do nothing. Faith alone won't get you. Faith alone won't keep you alone. You won't see no results. Oh, I got faith. Does faith got you? Because faith is doing this part. Are you doing your part? Faith is all it needs. But are you doing what you need to do? You feel me? Are you doing what you need to do? Am I doing what I need to do? That's questions we need to ask. I'm a little A little sleepy right now. That's why my eyes look a little low. God damn, I could just, man, I'd get in that bed right now. Say I won't do it. Say I won't do it, cause I love sleeping, bro. Hey, you need 8 hours. You need 12 hours of sleep. Say, nah, you don't need. You don't need 12. This motherfucking light is busting. My eyes dry as fuck. All right, let's get into it, y'all. So the chapter we going over tonight, is think right towards people. So you might be wondering, how do I think right towards people? I think right towards people. How you gonna tell me I don't think right towards people? Calm down. See, this is our problem. We don't always want to hear what we gotta say, but just listen, youngster, young man, young woman. All we gotta do is listen. We don't want to listen. We think we know everything, and when we think we know everything, we stop learning. Please listen. If I can learn and if I can listen, you could do it too, right? We got 2 ears and 1 mouth. Close your mouth. Because if you keep talking, I'm going to duct tape your mouth. Just listen. All y'all got to do is just listen. Just listen. Just listen. Think right towards people. Here's a basic rule for winning success. Let's mark it in the mind and remember it. The rule is success depends on the support of other people. You might be thinking, how does success depend on other people? You got to think. Other people, let me just stop there and keep reading because it's going to explain what I'm going to say. Success depends on other. Success depends on the support. Sorry, they loud. Success depends on the support of other people. The only hurdle between you and what you want to be is support of others. Look at it this way. An executive depends on people to carry out his instructions. If they don't, the company president will fire the executives, not the employees. So why would the president fire the executive? Because the executives are in charge of the employees, and if the employees don't carry out what the executive says, and what I mean by carry out is do, if they don't do it, then the executive will get fired. Because obviously the president is seeing that the executive isn't pushing his employees to carry out the task, right? So in order for the executive to succeed, he has to depend on his employees to do the work, right? A salesman depends on people to buy his product. If they don't, the salesman fails. Likewise, a college dean depends on professors to carry forward his educational program. A politician depends on voters to elect him. A writer depends on people to read what he writes. A chain store magnate got to be a chain store magnate because employees accepted his leadership and consumers accepted his merchandising program. There were times in history when a person could gain a position of authority through force and hold it with force and or threats of force. So there were times that happened. In those days, a man either cooperated with the leader or risked literally losing his head. But today, remember, a person either supports you willingly, or he doesn't support you at all. So we speaking about thinking right towards people. That's the chapter we on. So we speaking about right now on success depending on the support of other people. You have to depend on other. You don't. That's what it's saying. You have to depend on other people. The executive has to depend on employees. The writer, the writer has to depend on people reading his books. The salesman has to depend on people buying his product. You have to depend on other people, right? That's what we're talking about. You may be thinking, oh, I don't need them. I can do this on my own. But you gotta listen. Support would be nice. It would lighten your path. It would lighten the process. Cause I love some support, some guidance, and it's gonna come. So remember that we speaking about thinking right towards people. But today, remember, a person either supports you willingly, or he doesn't support you at all. Now it's time to ask. Granted, I depend on others in order to achieve the success I want. But what I must do to get these people to support me and accept my leadership? The answer, wrapped up in one phrase, is think right towards people. That's the title of this chapter, Thinking Right Towards People. Think right towards people and they will like and support you. This chapter shows how. Thousands of times daily, a scene like this takes place. A committee or group is in session. The purpose, to consider names for a promotion, a new job, a club member, and honor someone to be the new company president, the new supervisor, the new sales manager. A name is placed before the group. The chairman asks, what is your feeling about so-and-so? Right? Make sure y'all following along. Comments come forth. For some names, there are positive remarks, such as, he's a good person. People there speak highly of him. He has a good technical background too. Mr. F, oh, he's a personable sort of man. Very human. I believe he will fit in well with our group. Some names draw negative, lukewarm statements like, I think we should investigate that person carefully. He doesn't seem to get along too well with people. We're still talking about thinking right towards people, so just listen. I know he has a good academic and technical background. I don't question his competence, but I am concerned about the acceptance he would receive. He doesn't command much respect from people. Now, here is an exponential important observation. In at least 9 cases out of 10, the likability factor is the first thing mentioned. And in an overwhelmingly large number of cases, the likability factor is given far more weight than the technical factor. So I'm gonna read that again. It says the likability factor is given far more weight. So what does he mean by that? So being likable gives way more, it gives way more weight, like he said. I'm trying to find another word. It gives way more weight than being technical, right? Being likable is way better than being technical. Being likable, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all why. So remember, being likable is way more better. Just think of that. That's what it is. So it says, and in overwhelmingly large number of cases, the likable factor is given far more weight than the technical factor. The above holds true even in selecting scholars for university's professorship. In my own academic experience, I've sat in on a considerable number of occasions when names for new faculty personnel were under question. When a name came up, the group will weigh most carefully thoughts such as, will he fit in? Will students like him? Will he cooperate with others on the staff? Unfair, unacademic? No. If the person isn't likable, he can't be expected to get through to his students with maximum effectiveness. So they saying if the person isn't likable, he can't be expected to get through to his students with maximum effectiveness. Mark this point well. A person is not pulled up to a higher level job. Let me repeat that. A person is not pulled up to a higher level A person is not pulled up to a higher level job. Rather, he is lifted up. In this day and age, nobody has time or patience to pull up another to pull another up the job ladder, degree by painful degree. The individual is chosen whose record makes him stand higher than the rest. It says, we are lifted to higher levels by those who know us as likable, personable individuals. Every friend you make lifts you just one notch higher, and being likable makes you lighter to live. Ooh, being likable makes you lighter to live. Successful people follow a plan for liking people. Do you? People who reach the top don't discuss much their techniques for thinking right towards people, but you will be surprised how many, but you would be surprised how many really big people have a clear, definite, even written plan for liking people. Consider the case of President Johnson. Long before he became president, in the process of developing his amazing power of personal persuasion, developed his own 10-point formula for success. His rules, which even a casual observer of the president can see are practiced in everything he does, are quoted directly. So we're still speaking about thinking right towards people. And we're talking about being likable. Because being likable, what do you say? Hold on. So being likable, it lightens you. So what I mean by that, it makes it easier to lift you up to another level. Being likable. So they don't go off technicals, they go off being likable, right? Uh, Big people, those on top in industry, the arts, science, and politicians are human, warm. They specialize in being likable. You see what they said? He said they specialize in being likable. But don't try to buy friendship. It's not for sale. Giving gifts is a wonderful practice if the gift is backed up with genuine sincerity, a liking to give and liking for the person to whom it is given. But without real serenity, the gift is often regarded as nothing more than a payoff or a bribe. I'm gonna stop there, y'all, because I'm gonna doze off. That's all I got for this evening. I'm gonna see y'all very soon. Make sure y'all tap into all my lives, bro. That's all y'all gotta do is share it. Let everybody hear it. Everybody. Let the world hear it. Because the world gonna hear me. Yo, I can't wait to take my 2-strand out. All right, y'all. I'm gonna hit y'all, bro. Y'all be safe.